The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Good evening, I'm Rex Lita with the news. In this edition, 2 electrocuted in Madang. Gerehu residents against resettlement plans, and Walan Tauloi ready for trial match. A mother and her 2-year-old son have died after a power line fell on them at the Bukbuk Street in Madang town on Thursday, 19th February 2026. 22-year-old Jamina Ambai and her 2-year-old son were returning home from a shop in the neighborhood at 8 p.m. when the severed power line fell on them.
It was raining that night around 8 p.m. and Jemima and her son were returning from the shop when the incident happened. The neighbors heard Jemima scream. They all rushed out, but there was nothing they could do as the lines were still live. They claimed that the line remained live for approximately an hour before PNG power linesmen attended and switched it off. The community is deeply saddened by this loss. However, blamed PNG Power for negligence. John Arugani, the deceased father-in-law, said they had reported to PNG Power about the danger posed by this power line, but PPL turned a blind eye. Mr. Arugani is now upset and is demanding PPL for an explanation.
Before the tubla dayo, before this levy come, we can tingin back go in 2024 October number, minna tingin straight month. Mi binigo toto ante PNG Power lo kam na kati mo sila diwai na kurubla diwai am kwanta bla tatsim power line. All no bin kam lo 24 okay full year 25 from January to December namelo one time lo sila mun mi ok lo go kana tukto one time sila officer Patrick and bin save mi plan it time and full aware sa story and banana dinaim. Okay I mean come lately lo 11th of January mi go back in this year 2026. Mi go back and mi talk him please. Do I want to finish na filing power ropia na mi pini press redo tunguna blumi or beginning by all him do I all by day. The day come up sila tayo na so lo lulu blumi and PNG power failing mo something. You know some people no talking plan it time 1 plus full year 25.
PNG Power reportedly visited the incident site with police yesterday and promised to conduct an investigation by Monday. Attempts to get comments from PNG Power have not been successful.
Okay, all PNG Power come, all you know, Becky me plan the good plan talk. All I come talk sorry, na all I can me plan again good plan story, na about investigation all.
Community advocate leader Benakas raised concerns about the dangers they live with every day related to the aging PPL infrastructure along the street.
We can talk place chaos and this line negligence but this service provider PNG Power. PNG Power lo you try na improving the service. Lo throughout lo community inside lo ya na including Madang even as a whole.
Declining and deteriorating electrical infrastructure within Madang province is prevalent and risky as it is also the wet and windy season. Alice Peter, TVWAN News, Madang.
While Desmond Keeper awaits his formal swearing-in as Member of Parliament by the Speaker, he says he has not aligned to any political parties yet, but confirmed he received support from current ministers and members of Parliament, and his people should know which party he joins by next week. Keeper announced this during the return of the day-open by-election writ to the Governor-General yesterday.
42-year-old member-elect for Day Desmond Keeper ran as an independent during the by-election his fourth attempt after he first entered this game in 2012 as a 26-year-old. Despite being an independent, he did indicate he received support from many people and he will weigh out the options available.
I'll sit down. I did get support from a few senior ministers, government MPs, and a lot of them provided advice, directions, support as well. So I'll be sitting with some of them maybe tonight, tomorrow, and by Monday I probably will have an answer for which party to join, or I'll remain independent.
Keeper took the opportunity to thank everyone who helped ensure the by-election was conducted peacefully.
There were a lot of support coming from everyone, from the Western Islands provincial government, a good governor for making sure that the election was peacefully conducted, and all our leaders from Western Islands, as well as the Honourable the Prime Minister as well, and the government of Marape also as well. They provided leadership and guidance where needed, and as a result the election was peaceful, and I'm happy for that. So.
And with just 1 year remaining before the 2027 national general elections, Keeper says he will try his best to attend to urgent needs in the district.
There's a lot of things that I wanted to do, and I wish I had 5 years to do it. Priority for me now is our bridges. One of our main bridges is down, and it's been down for the last 4 years. And people have been going across to Juaka to get into town, and then if not, they go towards Bayer side. It's a different district, and it's a lot of cost involved as well. So that's one of my priorities, and to get that fixed, bridge fixed, and then look at the couple of roads.
He thanked the 24 other candidates for the good race and reflected on the support he received from all across the district. Ruth Rongola, TV1 News.
Following the declaration of Desmond Keeper, runner-up and former IRC Commissioner General Sam Coim, in a video on his official Facebook page, accepted the outcome of the by-election and called on his supporters to move on and not to dwell on the results. He also congratulated Desmond Keeper for his win. Sam, who made a sudden transition into the politics after resigning from his post as IRC boss, reflected on his first attempt, citing the overwhelming support and results.
Thank you long all the voters, especially the 27,146 of them. So I only believe in leadership, now only voting me plan. This la am on troop la vote, na me to thank you. Long bell no me, long you pla believe in leadership, na you pla voting me. At this juncture, me like since the time long. Congratulating member-elect, the Honourable Desmond Keeper now. We congratulate him on win and we winning election long, and it was maybe not a very competitive election we go through. We looking kind of some answer watching state of origin of rugby game in tight now. Eventually one has to win, the other has to lose. So we congratulate him long success man. And we wish him all the best long next 12 months long member and running district long, and then participate at the national level too.
The residents of Ward 11 in the Gerehu, Rainbow and Nautana areas in Port Moresby, North East, have addressed strong opposition against the NCD Governor Powers Parkop's plan to temporarily relocate the displaced residents of 2 Mile and 4 Mile to Gerehu. The Gerehu for Gerehu Incorporated, or G4G, organized a forum today at the Gerehu Sports Center, where like-minded residents gathered to raise their concerns about NCDC's relocation plans.
The forum by the Gerehu residents was prompted by NCD's announcement to resettle the evictees of 2 Mile and 4 Mile to Gerehu. Following the evictions earlier this month, NCD Governor Pakop announced that a temporary care center will be set up in Gerehu to accommodate displaced families for up to 6 months while long-term resettlement arrangements are finalized. This has not gone down well with the long-time residents of Gerehu. The main concern is the migration of problems and criminal activities to Gerehu as these people resettle them. This is because the main reason for the 2-mile eviction was crime-related reasons.
I couldn't believe I got robbed. Being a resident of Gerehu, my first year of work, I couldn't believe it. Petty crime has significantly increased in Gerehu over the last 20 years. And me talking about now. The only thing that has changed and has improved the petty crime situation of Gerehu, and community mobilized, or youth mobilized, na G4G come up. On Poma ground dulu sa sanap. And we have handful tasol, 20, 30, 40, 50 men power people sa sanap. Even we can make a big fight to them Gerehu market. Now our partners from Gerehu market or look away or come in or try to stop him. All because of new people moving into this place. This time suburb here. Everyone proportional allocated nothing.
Villagers from Baruni also raised concerns regarding the acquisition of land for the resettlement, which they say is within their boundary. Representative Jude Damu called for a proper consultation with Governor Pakop about this.
The entire clan is not aware of whatever MOU that was signed, whatever agreement that was signed. The entire clan in Osave, Baruni in Osave, the channel of communications have not been followed. Clan Gomibla, inside Lomontu Koita, pull up on the Save man. We have a lot of educated people. First magistrate lo PNG, Miblagan, and Carlo Clan Gomibla. But we were neglected. There was no proper consultation being made.
Peace and stability in the Gerehu communities also restored 3 years ago since the inception of G4G initiative by the youth of Gerehu. With the settlement plan in the Upper Gerehu area, the future of the suburban area is currently being questioned. Michael Tamtipais, TV1 News.
This is TV1 News. We'll take a short break and return with more stories on the other side. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
Did you know that you can get the latest updates on what's happening on the DTV app? 1. Open the DTV app. 2. Go to the profile on the upper right-hand corner of your screen and scroll down to push notifications. 3. Turn it on and you're good to receive notifications on the latest sports, TV series, and movies. DTV, your TV on the go.
Welcome back. Papua New Guinea's fashion and creative sector is gaining new momentum following the launch of the 2025 Design PNG product range, the 2026 competition and the TVWAN Day movement in Port Moresby. The initiative aims to promote local identity while creating real economic opportunities for designers. Carol Kido Jr. reports.
The official launch at the Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residences brought together designers, business leaders and supporters of Papua New Guinea's growing creative industry. Design PNG continues to turn traditional culture into modern opportunities, helping local designers move from sketchbooks to store shelves.
We're not simply celebrating creativity, we're celebrating identity, celebrating pride, we're celebrating Papua New Guinea. And I know everybody says it, but Papua New Guinea is one of the most culturally diverse nations in the world. We all know that. Across our provinces, languages and tribes, our identity is anchored deeply in our culture.
Sir Mahesh Patel said the initiative has already supported hundreds of creatives and invested more than $500,000 kina into local designers, helping some build businesses, homes and sustainable incomes. He added the newly launched TVWAN Day movement encourages Papua New Guineans to proudly wear local designs, starting with Fridays.
It calls on Papua New Guineans to stand tall in who we are, to value our own, to wear our identity proudly, to celebrate Papua New Guinea not occasionally but daily. But let's start with Fridays. Let's make it a movement.
For designers, the competition is more than recognition. It is a life-changing opportunity.
A certain feeling you get when you see your designs somewhere. When you see your vision come to life, there's actually a really, really good feeling behind it.
Sitiveni encouraged young creatives to remain consistent and use their talents to celebrate culture and identity.
Tonight, we invite you all dun, 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 to join us in this TVWAN Day movement under our guiding line, celebrating local identity through TVWAN Day.
With the new product range now launched and the 2026 competition open, organizers hope the movement will inspire more Papua New Guineans to support local creativity and wear their culture with pride. Carol Kido Jr., TVWAN News.
Turning abroad, there are growing concerns about the deaths of eucalyptus trees in Western Australia's goldfields, Esperance region. A local is calling on authorities to investigate and protect the unique Great Western woodland, which is regarded as globally significant.
More than 2 decades ago, Phil Stanley started to notice something strange.
You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 over there, more in here.
Salmon gums on the outskirts of Kalgoorlie Boulder dying.
That's exactly what occurs when a plant's under severe stress.
He has been pushing mining companies, politicians and government departments to investigate the cause for years.
I'm seeing resistance to find out what's causing it from people who should know, should be doing the right thing.
The gums are part of the Great Western Woodlands.
Because this is a hyper-diverse region, and across the Great Western Woodlands you will have many more species than occur, for example, in the whole of the British Isles.
A leading botanist says regulatory bodies and mining companies should be doing more to protect this unique forest.
These are very delicate systems that are beautifully adapted to the rigidity and strictures of living in a desert, but it's a forest, but they are very unaccustomed and maladapted to foreign substances.
He agrees the tree deaths should be investigated.
It's an area of global interest and it's a unique asset for all future generations. Our last wilderness, it's worth protecting.
A spokesperson for the Department of Biodiversity, Conservation and Attraction says it is aware of some salmon gums dying in the area, but estimates that number to be fewer than 100, a figure Mr. Stanley refutes. But the department says it is unlikely the dying salmon gums indicate a wider threat to the survival of the woodland.
I don't know, what do we do? Sit back and watch it die? Or do we try and find out what's causing it?
A call for protection of an ecological wonder.
For migrants to Australia, Food is often a way of maintaining a connection with their homeland, but finding meat that suits that cuisine can be tough. One farmer in Braidwood, in the southern tablelands of New South Wales, is taking an experimental approach to help experts connect with their traditional cultures.
When Frank Egan's wife became sick in 2018, the farmer was at a crossroads.
I couldn't look after her and look after sheep.
He sold the sheep and had to find a new way to farm.
I have to have some stock on the place, otherwise I'm going to get too fat and so will the dogs.
Frank bought around 100 head of 9 different purebred sheep species from around the world and let them interbreed. 7 years later, he now has a flock that has developed traits favourable to their environment, along with a natural immunity.
This flock has not been vaccinated or drenched for 6 generations. Each generation is naturally healthier and stronger than the one before it.
Most other farmers are sceptical.
Their eyes roll back in their heads. Often the reply's been, "Are any of your sheep still alive?" I say, "Yeah, they're alive and thriving."
Frank realised his meat was less fatty than supermarket lamb, making it appealing to migrants from Asia and the Middle East.
You don't grill it, you don't fry it, you don't roast it. It's a meat that's designed for curries, for casseroles. You can't compete against the people that supply Willies and Coles, but you can find a little niche.
He started supplying it to local restaurants.
He gave me a sample of his lamb, and the taste is just reminds me of the goat meat in Indonesia.
When Danny R. Robinson moved to Braidwood, she never imagined she'd be eating meat that tasted like her homeland.
We don't need to travel to Indonesia just to get this flavour, lamb gulai.
She cooked Frank an experimental stir-fry using his experimental lamb.
They may not look pretty, but they taste bloody good.
An unusual approach that's allowing Frank to keep on farming into the future.
You're watching TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Show the dishes who's boss. Fight mess with Axion, the tough grease stripper. 100% effective at doing the dirty work. The triple active power breaks down tough grease, and its antibacterial formula leaves dishes squeaky clean. Get tough on grease. Get Axion.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend. PNG's own coffee.
24-hour service. Always there when we need them the most. They risk their lives to save mine. They are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. They are our everyday heroes. St. John Ambulance, trusted to care.
This is as close as South should be. Ward on the angle. Moving on quickly, Walsh over the top. Here's Wilson. Open space for him. Down the sideline. Ball on the inside. Unbelievable. It's taken by Mazan and he's going to score. Back for a drop goal by Joey Wilford. Right in front of the six. Nails it. And then rips it up. Quite nicely. Taking out the knees.
In sports, Wallen Tauloi's time with the Hunters has been plagued with injuries, going in and out of the team the last 2 seasons. However, Tauloi said his body is holding up well as he looks to run out in the final pre-season trial match in Goroka tomorrow against the Ipswich Jets. Wallen Tauloi is a strong ball runner, which makes the Hunters' edge a threat to the opposing teams, and that's been his strength. He is also a strong defender. He's got some best tackling techniques. He hits and sticks with the ball runner. He was rubbed out from the team for the better part of the last 2 seasons following an ACL injury. He returned late in the season last year, but had to do a lot of work to get to his best. With a full preseason under his belt, Wallen is well prepared for this season.
Yeah, it feels really good. Really proud of myself, how far I worked during rehab till now. Just looking forward to this season.
Wallen will run out at the National Sports Institute in Goroka tomorrow in the final preseason trial against the Ipswich Jets. He is proud of the management for taking the game to Goroka and not Port Moresby, giving Highlands fans a chance to watch an Intrust Super Cup trial match.
Just stick to our game plan, but it's going to be pretty awesome playing in front of the families, especially the Highlanders. It's a central based, especially the Highlands, that's like the central point of Highlands, so it's pretty good to be playing in front of the Highlands.
The former Central Dabari is urging the team not to take this game as a trial or exhibition game. Instead, to treat with importance as it helps them to build the momentum for the season proper. The second rower is anticipating a strong outing in Goroka and a successful 2026 season for the PNG Hunters. Cricket PNG successfully hosted its 2026 Regional Cricket Managers Conference in Port Moresby from Monday 16th February to Tuesday 17th February 2026, bringing together regional leaders to align structures, reporting framework and strategic priorities for the year ahead. This year's conference was delivered in 2 parts to ensure wider regional participation. The Port Moresby session had 12 participants from the Southern and Islands regions, while the second phase will be held in Goroka to cover Islands and Momase regions. The 2-day conference focused heavily on organizational structure, reporting systems and alignment across Cricket PNG's 3 operational arms: administration, game development and high performance. The purpose of the conference was to ensure all regions operate in alignment with these core pillars. Former Hela Wigmen head coach Ian Yarrow has confirmed that he is no longer with the club after both parties agreed to part ways ahead of the 2026 Digicel ExxonMobil Cup season. Yarrow made the announcement recently, stating that he is now open to new coaching opportunities with other teams in the competition.
The defence getting a run out, gets the ball away.
Ian Yarrow is amongst successful coaches in the PNG National Rugby League competition Digicel ExxonMobil Cup. In his 2 seasons at the top job, he steered the club to finals. During his first year as head coach in 2024, he guided Wigmen to the grand final against Mount Hagen Eagles, where they lost. The following year, in 2025, he steered the team to another finals appearance, but they fell short to make the grand final. Under his leadership at the club, 3 players, including Murray Connors, Tapia Solo and Jacob Lott, and selection into PNG Hunters, and they are current members of the team. These are amongst his few achievements. Before becoming head coach, Yarrow was actively involved in rugby league development in the country. He was also assistant coach and trainer with the Wigmen before taking over the coaching role. Now that he is no longer attached with the club, Yarrow said he is open to coaching roles with other clubs and hoping his experience can be an asset. Yarrow didn't highlight why the club decided to part ways with him, but acknowledged the franchise for giving him the opportunity for the last 2 years as he looked forward to the new opportunities and challenges. The Croton Heller Wigmen will run under former coach Andrew Andike, who has been appointed as the head coach and coaching director. The Digital Action Mobile Cup 2026 season kicks off next month. Now the weather report. In regional focus, southern isolated showers and thunderstorms. Mamase, isolated showers and thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, isolated showers and thunderstorms, becoming scattered in the afternoon, evening with areas of rain. And Highlands region, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with some areas of rain. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, sea slight with east to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Solomon Sea, sea smooth with east to northeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck Sea, sea slight with west to northwest winds of 5 to 10 knots. And Pacific Ocean, sea smooth with east to northeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Island, to Kerema to Yule Island, to Hood Point to Samurai Island, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Samurai Island to Cape Vogel and All Milne Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that wraps up Saturday's news. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by